In this video, I'm going to tell you guys all about WhatsApp's new privacy policy. It's all over the news and many people have not understood it really properly. So, should you follow the trend and switch to Signal or Telegram, or should you still stay on WhatsApp? That's my mission to tell you guys in this video. Let's begin. What does privacy actually mean, as this is all about privacy policy. Well, privacy basically means that suppose you're using an app and that app is trying to collect data from you. That data you should have control over, and that data should only be used for the intended purposes, meaning that whatever that data was asked for, it should only be used for that and nothing else. So what data is WhatsApp collecting? Well, it's collecting the phone model, the OS information, battery status, signal strength, time zone, the IP address to show your location when you share it, your WhatsApp usage, so when you were last online, payments and transactions if you use WhatsApp Pay, the status updates which vanish after 24 hours, group details, profile pictures, and your about info when you changed it last. But this is not the only way that WhatsApp is collecting data from you. There are many more advanced ways, and technologies have grown really stronger year by year, and many companies are using this to their advantage. So, for example, when you're sharing a news article about, let's say, Apple, then when you share this to someone on WhatsApp or a group, WhatsApp can collect this data that this article is about Apple products and you love Apple products. Then when it will start to show you ads, it can directly target you with this particular ad about Apple, and that's why this is a relevant ad to you. The second advanced and smart way to collect data about you is businesses on WhatsApp. Businesses on WhatsApp is basically when a business is trying to contact you through WhatsApp. Now suppose, let's take an example that you want to go to a hotel trip, on Goa, and you buy a hotel room for 5 days through Make My Trip. Now Make My Trip can share all the transaction information through WhatsApp, and WhatsApp can use this data that you are going in Goa and you have taken this hotel, and it can directly target you with the ads about the hotel, and that's what is a relevant ad. So all of this information, with whom is this being shared? Well, you guys know that Facebook is the parent company of WhatsApp, and yes, WhatsApp is sharing all this information with Facebook, so that when you're using Facebook as well, Facebook will have all of this data. Previously, this used to not happen. Though these two companies did share data, there was very limited data shared between these two companies. But now, Facebook says that these two companies are going to have more data sharing, so that both of them will profit from ad revenues, which I'm going to talk about later in some time. So, how will WhatsApp use this information? Well, it's basically going to show you third-party banner ads. Now, what are these third-party banner ads? They are basically normal ads which you see on the net, and many big companies depend a lot on these ads to collect their revenue, like Facebook and Google. Let's take an example of Facebook to see how these banner ads work. So, Facebook has got a huge user base, and it has a lot of information about each users. So if you're Facebook, many companies will come to you because one, you've got a huge user base, and two, you know a lot about each user. So when a company wants to show the ads to only a specific group of people, that's when that's when they will come to a company like Facebook, because it's got a huge user base and they know each and every information about their users, and that's how Facebook is collecting a lot of income through this strategy. And the same thing it wants to do with WhatsApp. So WhatsApp already has a huge user base, around 2 billion active users, and when it will know enough about each user to show the ad about a group of people, many companies will come to WhatsApp and it will also collect a lot of income. Since 2014, when WhatsApp was bought by Facebook for $19 billion, it has not collected a lot of revenue. Very less revenue was collected by paid accounts like businesses on WhatsApp, because you need to pay WhatsApp to create that account. But rather than that, they are not getting a lot of money from their messaging service. Ever since WhatsApp has talked about updating its privacy policy, many people are switching to Signal or Telegram, and you guys know that. So why are they switching? Well, basically there are 3 reasons to switch. One is that they think that their private chat will be exposed on the net, which is wrong. 2, they think they don't really trust on Facebook, and it's kind of true, because there have been many data leaks in the past 5 years from Facebook. And the third reason why people are switching is because there is no opt-out option. As I said, that data privacy basically means that a company can collect your data, but it should only be used for the intended purpose, and the user should have the option to opt out if they are not comfortable with the privacy policy, and that is the case, which is not the case in WhatsApp. There is no opt-out option right now. There is only the option to agree or not now, and the last day to agree to this policy would be May 15th at the time of the recording of this video. Previously it was Feb 8th, but now it's shifted to May 15th. So should you switch to another platform? Well, my answer would be not yet, because there is a lot of time till when the policy will actually come into force, and I don't think that WhatsApp is doing anything illegal. All of your messages are still end-to-end encrypted. Your call is also end-to-end encrypted, so no one can listen to your calls or read your messages. So there's basically no reason why you should switch. Also, the company has clarified that this privacy policy is only for businesses on WhatsApp, or the users which are communicating through communicating to businesses, and many people don't do that. It's not very common that you will see someone contacting a business on WhatsApp. So I don't think it makes sense to switch, because you have that secure feeling that your loved one will definitely be on WhatsApp and you can directly contact them. And it's really important in this situation now when there is a lot of COVID-19 cases, and also WhatsApp has become a part of our life, and to switch to another platform cannot be done overnight. So if you ask my personal opinion, I don't think that you should actually switch. I gave all of the reasons why it's basically impractical to do it right now, because it's integrated into our life and you have the secure feeling that your loved one will be there on WhatsApp for sure. But if the situation becomes much more serious, there are data leaks, then I think it only makes sense to switch to Signal or Telegram. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel with the bell notification on so that you will never miss an update on a new video, and I will see you guys in the next one.